So for this video, we are going to be taking, I know, Conscription Telvanni for a spin. We're going to play a couple of games for a couple of reasons. One, we did recently have a balance patch, and Telvanni was partially hit with some nerfs, and I still think that the deck is really, really strong despite those nerfs. Conscription now at 12. Skulk got a bit of a rework. I've actually just dropped Skulk from my list, as you can see here. But the other reason that I'm going to take this for a spin in this video is because we have deck codes now, right? So in the description down below, if you want to try this out, please don't. I'm already tired of playing against it. But if you do, or if you're just like, hey, what's a typical conscription list look like? Yeah, you now have a deck code that you can copy and build. Mine is a hair different from most, though, and I will just point out real quickly, I'm currently running a couple of altars because it can help cycle through the deck even faster despite not having a true altar chain. Like once you get to 6, like we have no 7 drop, no 8 drop because I'm not running Ancano. So really it's just about cycling through these early creatures. And then I also run one Parthenax along with my one Solitaire because it gives me an alternate win condition that isn't the Conscription and Journey loop, but also I can Parthenax loop. And sometimes that has caused opposing Telvanni opponents who have not prepared for that, if they don't have like a Mummify or a way to deal with it, it causes them a lot of problems because Drain Vitality is still really, really powerful. Anyway, just like all of the other videos, we're going to go hop into 2 games, win or lose, see how it goes, and then you guys will have a deck code, and I'll have got Conscription Telvanni out of the way in the post-patch era as far as making content for it. So, we're going to start by going right up against Crusader. Likely an aggressive Crusader. Are there any other kind? I'm going to keep the Marshblade, even though I'm likely not going to get to draw from it. If it's an aggressive Crusader, we're going to get all the card draw opportunities we want anyway. It's just defensive. It's nice to have a 2-drop that we can throw down.
Training is
because we could have sent that back and got like Conscription, and then it would have been a dead card. So, yeah, I really want to play the Amulet here, but I think that contesting that 5th Legion is more important because unless they have a charge creature, we should get a trade there.
Wait, did you hear that?
This is obviously an option as well. I have to assume the defenses will come down. Now, if they put it there, then they're trying to set up for a pit lion. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay.
I'll see you dead.
So we're gonna get this going. We're also just gonna spend one of these now. We want to keep that.
I swear.
And ran this here. Blackhand Messenger, great pickup for us. I assume that we're gonna lose our 3-1 to this 2-1 because they want to keep 5th Legion alive.
Leave nothing.
Key cards we're kind of looking for right now would be Ice Storm. We're going to have a decision to make next turn on whether we want to develop Hist Mage or Blackhand Messenger. It'll probably depend on whether or not we find a 2-drop to pair with this.
I'll take them with me.
You fight like a child.
We desperately want to find an Ice Storm.
We'll hold, no matter what.
Oof. There's a real lack of Ice Storm. But we did find a 2-drop that we want to pair with our Messenger, so...
By my honor.
We need to peel the most damage off the board as possible, but we also really want to get rid of that. So that feels kind of bad.
Scaleless coward. The Night Mother will guide us.
If we do this, we're just hoping that they don't have
I
Divine Fervor
smell
here,
the
but the way things have been
stench
going
of the
for us, I
living.
have to assume that that's exactly what they have is Divine Fervor. We're just trying to stall, since we do not have an Ice Storm. Wow, they run Execute. Alright, that could be a problem for us. I've been seeing that more and more. I'm seeing, like, token decks, specifically Crusader, not running Imprison, and instead just running Execute.
I'll take them with me.
You fight like a child.
Alright. We still really want to top deck an
Don't get
Ice Storm
past
here.
me.
As in, like, it may be our only hope of surviving.
There's a plan.
Wow,
There's
yeah.
always a plan.
Ice Storm would be huge! Go! Alright, not an Ice Storm. Sadly, not an Ice Storm.
I'll scout
Let's go
ahead.
see if we can find one. It's not an Ice Storm, so we'll just keep digging. And now what do we want to do? I mean, we could play the Hiss Mage, which potentially soaks 5. We could play the Harpy to shackle that, which is the same as soaking 5. And then play an Ungulum to maybe crash in here. The Harpy clears there. And then also a Spy Master to maybe get something back if we draw the Ice Storm next turn. Because Ice Storm's the only thing that saves us at this point. Actually, instead of the Ungulum, if we're going to spend 5, it's probably going to be Harpy and Catspaw. They trade the exact same, but then this gives us an option of maybe gaining the ability to draw an Ice Storm next turn.
Must I do everything myself?
Because again, an Ice Storm is the only thing that's going to get us out of this, and that's assuming they don't just have Divine Fervor and Lethal here. Because they have a lot of damage on the board. An awful lot of damage on the board. This game is still very winnable with an Ice
Spirit
Storm.
of the sky,
Yeah.
guide us.
There's the Fervor.
You can't defeat me.
I'll take them with me. Leave nothing.
Still not an Ice Storm.
With me.
Still
I'll
very
profit
winnable with
from
an Ice
this.
Storm. Still not an Ice Storm. Not an Ice Storm. So. Tough decision here. Using a Fire Bloom here gives us 2 options to draw. An Ice Storm. But using a Fire Bloom here would gain us 2 health, but I don't think 2 health is going to end up saving us long term, right? Alright, got pretty lucky there. Neither of those are Ice Storms. Is there anything at all that we could draw at this point that would save us?
dark and birth. This
Oh, come on!
I strike with
That's
the
just
moral
insult to
tone,
injury if I've ever
swiftly
seen it.
And silently.
Insult to injury if I've ever seen it.
I'll profit from your
Alright. Very winnable game that did not go our way, so we're gonna queue up again. Or try to, but I misclicked. I'm not sure what we could have done differently there. I mean, there was a couple of plays where like I could have played Histamage instead, but everything I was doing was trying to dig for an Ice Storm. Between the amulet and being able to clear that board, I don't think that they would have been able to come back. But them's the breaks. They also, yeah, that I guess that's fine. They also had a very, very fast opener. The 5th Legion Trainer into double marked man. I mean, they had an awful lot going for them in that matchup, so I don't feel too... Like, I feel bad because, you know, I don't like to lose, but I don't feel too bad about losing
I
that.
smell the stench of the living.
Okay.
Well met, marsh friend. They've no
Let's see what this
move we
finds us.
can't anticipate.
Ooh, I don't think Parth... Like, by the time Parth matters, this
Wrong
is already
place
over,
for
so...
a midnight stroll.
We'll take the Necro. We do have a Hiss Mage that we can then ramp with. We can always bring Parth back with our 1 Soul Tear that's in the deck if we really need it. Or shuffle Parth back in with Journey. It's not like the end of the line for Parth, by any means.
So predictable. I do not fear death.
Yeah.
I fly like the wind and the shadows protect me.
We'll develop that too, because if we ever pop Ice Storm, it might give us some presence on the board after the fact. See if this person's running Execute. No, they are running Viper. Okay. Viper is respectable. So we could Viper, but I feel like the ramp game just ends up being better. So we're gonna do that. Hit it because that sets up potential future Ice Storms. If this Hiss Mage dies, we can Necro it back. I mean, we still have a really comfortable health total at the moment. What we're worried about, though, is being that they're Monk and they're running Pilfer, they could have, like, the Pilfer combo. But I suspect this is Animal Monk, if I'm being honest. I've seen Elder Gleam, I've seen Viper, and I've seen a Wolf. I'd be kind of shocked if this didn't purposefully have some sort of animal theme to it. Yep, that's another beast. We're just gonna keep doing our ramp thing.
Feel the power within you.
Then we can maybe start our Altar of Despair chain next turn, unless we have to respond to something. At some point, we're gonna get some pretty silly Spymaster value, and by silly I mean that's gonna make, you know, 0 drops.
Khajiit will find a way in.
That is a burglar. Remember when I said we were worried about them doing silly things and...
Behold my power.
Now you know why I was thinking that? Alright, let's see what this gives us, I guess. The old Hail Mary.
Last of us.
Fetches Ungolem from our deck. And creates...
We must protect the Night Mother.
Creates a Garnag. That actually hurts me more than it helps.
Sign me up.
I mean, we do have the Viper if it goes too crazy, but today is not my day for random effects. I'm not gonna lie. Between like opening hands and draws, last game drawing the Ice Storm after I can play it.
Fine. Khajiit will go through you.
Does not appear to be my day. I mean, so far so good. We're alright with that. Yeah, we're alright with this. We can actually just use our Ice Storm in this regard. Let's see what this draws us first. We'll even get a scouting report. No, we'll play the assassin, I think.
Your death will be swift.
Ice Storm.
There is murder in the air.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's take control of the field lane. You won't want to play anything there. Looking much better this game than we did last game. But it's weird. It's almost like we found Ice Storm, you know?
I swear they
Alright, let's get rid of that. I like the Galen pickup, but I don't see anything in our hand that we really want to use it on.
I'll scout ahead.
Sure.
There is murder in the air.
Camel. Let's camel for the priest. I like having it in my hand just for utility purposes.
We know.
Doing Spy Master over there.
fly like the wind and the shadows
And then
protect
let's
me.
go ahead and see what it gives us.
Haven't heard the last of us. They have no wit nor poetry.
Alright. So at 4, that's likely to give us another camel. But Viper is an option. So I'll have to keep that in mind. We have one Brotherhood Assassin left, so if we use Altar on the first charge, it would fetch that. Yeah, there's no way that this isn't some animal build.
This is how
Let's go ahead and take this trade.
Death comes on silent wings.
And then let's see what this gets us. Got the Viper. Alright, fair. I had just mentioned it too. Let's play another altar and draw some more cards, because if there's one thing I like doing, it's drawing cards.
Ready. The Night Mother will guide us.
Go ahead and take care of that. Alright. I mean, at this point with the altars, we can just kind of outvalue them forever. Unless they have weird board clears that we're not expecting in this animal monk deck. This is it. Like, we don't... This is why Telvanni is still as good as it is that the conscription nerf... Like, it slows conscription down, but the value kind of has always been
Meet your
more
doom.
in the actual control package itself of Telvanni, if that makes any sense at all. We'll take the journey. That seems important.
Meet your doom.
Prophecy.
We know.
Prophecy? I thought this was animal. Monk. What is this sorcery? So you're bringing a 5. And you're bringing a 2. How many 5s are in here? We got some. Because, like, theoretically, I could actually just Ice Storm to clear their board. And then set up Journey and pull things out with this next turn. But I think instead we're going to do that. I think I want to leave that at 5. Definitely want to leave that at 2. Maybe I don't. Let's just ramp. Leaving this at 2, though, for post-journey reasons. We actually... There is a chance that we could just journey before we play even a single conscription, which is kind of silly, but...
You cannot hide, mortal.
Alright.
I will keep Sothasil's people alive by the egg. A fine
Let's
battle.
go ahead and shuffle that in. At 6, you're just going to pull Necromancers, though, so I don't want that yet.
You must be cleansed.
Because I have nothing in here to pull back, right? An animal monk that was just randomly running Odaving, huh?
No!
Are we about to die to Swift Strike? Because that would be funny.
What have we here?
I mean, we're okay if there's no Swift Strike. We can stabilize. Viper can clean up Odaving. Ooh. Alright, how do I want to do this?
Face me, you dog.
Zuth!
How do I gain health and not die to Tazcat? That's actually a real problem here. I think I should have played this Necromancer's Amulet before I sacrificed my Shadowfen. Because, like, I can double Ice Storm here, but then I'm still dead. I can double Ice Storm and go up to 6. Which does appear to be, I guess, my best.
The Black Hand sees all.
Alright, we're dead to Tazcad. We're also dead to Double Cliff Racer. Alright, we're fine. Let's get that health going.
The waters
Tree Minder.
Watch yourself now.
Necromancer. To get a Ward
Careful
Crafter.
there, friend.
By the egg, a fine battle.
Is there anything else I want to bring back right now? No, let's wait. So I almost messed that up. That play where I didn't play the Necromancer's Amulet actually could have been really problematic. But in my defense, I was not playing around Odahviing and Animal Monk. Just so we're clear here, okay? Playing around Odahviing and Animal Monk is not something that you traditionally do.
An unfortunate mistake.
See, I'm not the only one who's made a play mistake. That is a big Enamor's Keeper. Let's get that drain in. I don't have a way to deal 6 though, do I?
Behold my power.
You find me a sweet roll. You find me something that costs 4. Guess we'll just keep ramping that up for now, and we also gain the extra health from it.
They have no wit nor poetry.
And we'll exalt.
Lord Vivek gave me this personally. Rise, my
Now we'll get back another Ward Crafter.
Watch
The
yourself
battle
now.
is yours.
Alright. So, yeah, closer than it probably should have been, but no conscription. Turns out it's just Telvanni that's good. Anyway, there's your 2 games. Deck code in the description. Thanks for watching. Until next time, may you walk on warm sands.